have seen this video from MagnatesMedia. Today we're going to recreate this scene in Blender. Here, this is the first scene. There's a city building, the scene in the buildings. There's smoke rising in the middle of the sky. Money is floating. There's fire in the background. We're going to create all of this in Blender. To follow me on Instagram if you like 3D content. I post regularly and share tutorials and free assets. But first, open Blender. Delete the default cube and split your screen for better workspace. Go to Window and choose Image Editor. Once open, add the reference image. The image link is in the description. I have some 3D models from Sketchfab. I'll share the Sketchfab ad on link in the description. You can install it and easily import models. Paste the link and click import. Your model should now appear in Blender. And now let's set up the camera. Place the camera and adjust the view. Zoom in using the scroll wheel. Click view and experiment to find the best first frame. In my view, this looks like the best frame. We'll add a central building using Blender Kit. This will be our main focus for animation. To go to the first frame, so you can select the camera and press Game, then to insert a keyframe. Then go to the last frame, move the camera back and press N again to keyframe it. Now we have a smooth camera animation. To create the sky, I used ChatGPT. I uploaded an image and asked it to generate a sky texture. Then I added it in Blender. Press Ctrl+A and add a mesh plane. Select the image and add it to the scene. Go to the shader editor and add a color ramp and a hue saturation node. Connect the image to an emission shader. This will light up the scene with sky texture. Now we'll add a 3 light setup. We'll use a key light, a fill light, and a backlight. The key light is the brightest. It's placed at a 45-degree angle. The man and subject at the fill light has 50% intensity of the key light. It softens the shadows. The backlight is low intensity. It separates the subject from the background. We'll use area lights for each type and adjust the intensity until the scene lights up properly. Now we switch to the top view. We copy the key light and move it to the left side, then reduce its intensity slightly. And increasing the light size will make the lighting look softer. Both sides won't look the same, which adds realism. We add the third light blue and generation you with a white, which is the backlight. You can use a reference image to match lighting. In my case, I used a reference to guide this setup. To add more depth, I added fog or volume to the scene. It helps separate the foreground from the background. Add a cube to the scene. In the shader editor, delete the principled BSDFF and add a principled volume node. Set the density to around 0.01 for a light fog effect. The sky color is red, so we use the color ramp to create a red to black gradient. This helps the fog and sky match visually. Some buildings were missing, so we duplicated them. This makes the scene feel bigger. Now we add fire to the scene. Instead of 3D fire, which is heavy to render, we use alpha videos with transparent backgrounds. I'll share some asset in the description. Add a point and as a mesh, apply the fire alpha video as an image text. In the shader editor, the emission node connected to an emission node. Increase the strength to make it glow. Take a test render and check how it looks. You should see fire and sky blending perfectly. just like fire. You can also add clouds and fog the same way. Yeah, now we add the NVIDIA logo on the building. I downloaded a PNG image and imported it as an image plane, this central editor, and I scaled it to fit with the central building. In the shader editor, connect the image to an emission shader. Now the NVIDIA logo will glow and be more visible in the scene. Then we take another test render. It looks great. Next, we animate floating money. I added a dollar model. And placed a large plane under it. Then we used emission particles to make the dollars float. Now set the particle emitter to use the dollar model as the object. You can experiment with quantity and scale, adjust values until it fits well into the scene. I noticed the particles were too dense, so I decreased the quantity and reduced the scale. And then I rendered the scene again, and I rendered the scene again, and it looked perfect. This is the final output we achieved. I also did some color grading at the end. If you want a tutorial on color grading, leave a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see next. And here is the final output.